Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We're having a wake for my father, Robert, tonight. And part of that, for me, is sometimes on a night like this, I've not had many. I hope to not have many. You just want your friends around. And so my next guest is a friend. She's a terrific actress, one of the loveliest people I know. Please welcome the incandescent Amy Yasbeck, everybody. Amy, are you emotionally exhausted yet?
I am, but
really?
Not just from the eulogy, but from life.
From life?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It's interesting. I've put fuzz all over you, and I'm sorry.
And emotionally, you've put fuzz all over me as well, yeah.
Always.
I don't know what that means, but
okay.
it sounds kind of suggestive and...
And that's the important thing.
Vaguely flirtatious.
The suggestivity must go on.
I think so. I think the heart goes on, as do the pants.
Can I... The heart goes on one leg at a time.
Yeah.
After the pants.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? When you were talking to Dr. Pinsky,
yeah.
Might I call him Drew?
You can call him Drew, yeah.
When
He's not here.
When you were talking to Drew...
You can call him Fat Ass. He's left the building.
When you were talking to Dr. Fat Ass about the about closure...
About closure, yeah.
You're right. That is the biggest...
What the hell is that?
That's a conspiracy.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody made that up on daytime TV.
But if something happened to you, would you want people around you to have closure? Woo! Good, that's over. No, it's like when somebody passes away, you have opener.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I still feel.
Well, wait, I mean, wait, how long is it since John died?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Right. Do I have closure? Not likely.
Yeah.
But maybe it means something that I don't understand.
Right.
I don't want closure. I still feel that connection, and his kids still feel that connection.
Right.
And I'm still asking him questions, depending on what you believe, up there, in here, whatever, and I'm still getting answers just from the way he lived his life.
Do you have a belief in afterlife and all that kind of thing? Do you
No.
go for all of that?
Which is odd that I don't. I grew up very Catholic.
Yeah.
And I remember
What's very Catholic as opposed to...
Very Catholic is when you have actual nuns and priests in your family and
wow.
And people doing this to you and...
You're priests in your family?
I did, yes.
Yeah. Isn't that difficult?
Why?
Oh, I guess brothers and stuff. Yeah, I just
yeah, not like my dad wasn't a priest.
Right, well that's a relief.
That would be very sassy.
That would be sassy.
That would be very sassy.
That would be
and my mother was a druid, and it was like Romeo and Juliet. No, it's all wrong. What were we talking about?
You were talking about you grew up very Catholic, the beliefs and...
Well, it's interesting because my daughter still is very open to that, and I don't try to tell her what to believe in heaven but she says I need to believe in heaven, which is very honest because some people that's the reason they do.
And who's to say not? You know?
Huh?
Who's to say not?
Who's to say not?
Right.
Exactly. But the thing is that, again, with the closure, you have to kind of live every day like it's heaven on earth. You can't be waiting for that. That's the thing about heaven that bugs me.
Well, I think that you said something that's quite interesting. The grief that you've said a couple of things that were interesting. Let me just recap for you. No.
Thanks, little scrubber.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're OCD.
I know. The grief that feeling grief. If it wasn't for the actual grief, there's a kind of clarity about it that I quite like.
That's
because you just don't want to listen to anybody's bull.
Okay. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
First of all, there was a lot of swearing when John died. People that didn't usually think, "Hello, may I have a cup of tea?" were like, "No." I mean, it was crazy because it just came out of the blue for us. It was a little bit different for you, I know, but it's
well, there was a lot of swearing when my father was alive.
Yeah, right. That's true. And then there is a kind of clarity and a kind of thing where a very wise woman who lost her husband told me, cry, go away.
Right.
That no, please, I cry a little bit every day and I straighten ties.
Yeah. Does that help? Well, if I start straightening ties, we're in West Hollywood, I get in a lot of trouble.
No, don't just walk up to people and straighten, but I will pick lint and straighten ties. It's a little thing. But that you own your own grief, and people come up and they go, "How you doing?" and "How's it going?" And you don't want to give any of that away. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's yours. Milo's going to be very interesting and interested in death and life and things, and he's got to see that it's okay to lose your S sometimes and just if you're feeling it, and it's also okay to be happy and for him to play Disney Art Deluxe computer game. I have knowledge of this. Our kids have the same obsession.
Yeah.
But, I mean, to be able to lose himself, he shouldn't feel guilty for that.
Yeah, I don't think he does. I don't think he will. It's hard. I don't know how you talk to your kids about stuff like this. But we got to take a break and we'll come right back. We'll be right back with Amy Yasbeck. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Amy Yasbeck. We're talking about closure and grief. Woohoo! Were we?
No.
Were we done with that? We're talking about having Catholics in your family?
You have Catholics in your family.
I do have Catholics in my family.
How's that going for you?
It's okay. You know, okay. I think Scotland is, you know, we're trying to get to the other side of this Catholic Protestant thing.
Okay.
You know.
Discuss.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think there was, as far as I can tell, there's a big argument between take this, eat, this is the body of Christ, as opposed to take this, eat, this represents the body of Christ.
Right.
And everybody gets very upset about that.
How about this? It's all about punctuation. How about...
you know we're getting in deep water already.
Should I not?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah. So how about the Longhorns winning against USC? How about that?
I don't know. That was awful. That was the worst.
No, that was great.
That was horrifying.
Why?
Because John went to SC and I didn't finish college, so that's my pretend college.
Just because you were married to someone that went to college doesn't mean you went to college.
Well, tell them.
I've been married to two women that went to college.
Oh, so you
I've got a PhD. Yeah.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much indeed. Thanks, everybody.
Hey, you don't remember this, or maybe you do.
Well, how do you know?
I think you don't.
Okay.
The first time I was on the show.
I don't remember that.
And you gave me a card with a picture with the little girl from the Yasbeck oven on it because I was on the Yasbeck oven, but it was the wrong one, so I made a card for you. Are you clocking my dialogue like this while I'm talking?
Yeah.
That's what actors do.
Yeah,
Bad actors, me too.
Right.
Okay, so, and I made one for you, and on it I wrote, hey, the Wicked Tinkers, they're the best in the world. Are they ever going to come on your show?
They're fantastic.
But you don't remember that, see?
I do remember it because that's why they're here. No,
Well,
Wicked Tinkers are a great band, and they are like a lot of people that I know in Glasgow who go around wearing that kind of stuff all the time.
In my mind, you are a wicked tinker. When I think of them,
I'm a naughty tinker. I'm not a wicked tinker. I'm just a kind of naughty...
How about they came and did a education about Scotland thing or something at my daughter's school.
Really?
But they just called them the Tinkers.
Do you know what tinkers were?
Yeah.
What are they then?
The pots and pans. Tinkers.
No. Tinkers are gypsies. I'm right. And it's my show.
You're wrong.
Oh, really?
You're wrong, because they were gypsies and they went around, and maybe that they're called because they went around like
Well, they're
tinkers.
not the same as gypsies. You know, they don't have hoop earrings.
But they could make them because tinkers are tinkers. They make pots and pans and metal, and they would go from community to community and make them, also known as gypsies. But I'm right.
Are you?
I'll prove it to you, yes. Google me. Do you know what Google's named after?
No, I'm just still thinking about Googling you. What does it mean?
Google the computer deal. I know I always do this.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I like when you do that.
Google the... I don't have a manicure. You call me fast. Google, the company is named after Google the amount, because it's a real number.
Is it?
Isn't it? It is. But it's spelled G-O-O-G-O-L, and it was named by the 9-year-old nephew of the inventor, the mathematician who invented the Google. Shut up.
Well...
I spend a lot of... well, you can...
Show me your non-manicured hands, you tramp.
I don't have
Come on,
any.
what's that about?
I don't have any of that. I don't have that gene. This is all just put on.
This is all heavenly, and you are a beautiful and wonderful friend, and thank you for coming in and doing this show. I love you, baby.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, everybody. Amy Yasbeck.